Hey everyone, today we're talking about a microscope that actually does what cheap ones can't. It stays steady, gives you real clarity, and doesn't fall apart after 2 uses. I've been using the AmScope SM-6TZ-54S-10M for a few weeks now, and honestly, it's one of those tools that makes you wonder why you ever settled for the flimsy versions before. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the Trinocular head is a game saver if you're into photography or recording. You get a dedicated camera port while still using both eyepieces for visual work, so you can switch between live viewing and capturing images without swapping parts. That alone saves so much time when you're documenting specimens or assembling small electronics. The 10x super wide-field eyepieces give you a broad, comfortable view, which is a huge upgrade from those narrow, eye-straining lenses you find on budget scopes. The zoom range is smooth and practical. 0.7x to 4.5x lets you go from a wide overview to a detailed close-up without jarring adjustments. I've used it to inspect circuit boards, check gemstones, and even look at insect wings, and the image stays sharp throughout the entire range. The LED ring light is another standout. It's rheostat-controlled, so you can dial in just the right brightness without washing out your subject or creating harsh shadows. The 54 bulb setup gives even illumination, which is something you rarely get on cheaper microscopes that either flicker or create hotspots. The articulating arm is where this thing really shines. It's got a 40-inch reach, so you can position it exactly where you need it, whether that's clamped to a table, mounted on a stand, or even hanging over a larger workspace. The clamp is sturdy, and the arm locks into place without drifting, which is a relief after dealing with wobbly arms on other scopes. I've also found it super useful for tasks like soldering small components or examining stamps, places where you need both hands free but still want magnification. Another thing I appreciate is the build quality. The metal construction feels solid, and the adjustments are buttery smooth. Cheap microscopes often have plastic gears that strip or slip, but this one holds its position even when you're moving the arm around. The LED ring is detachable too, which is handy if you want to swap in different lighting setups or use it with other accessories. Now, no product is perfect, so let's talk about a couple of things to keep in mind. The Trinocular head is great, but if you're not planning to use a camera, you might find it a bit overkill, and it does add to the cost. Also, while the zoom range is versatile, it's not as powerful as some high-end compound microscopes, so if you're looking for bacterial-level magnification, this isn't the one. But for most hobbyist, educational, or small business uses, it's more than enough. Overall, this microscope is a solid investment if you need reliability, flexibility, and decent image quality without breaking the bank. Whether you're a hobbyist, a teacher, or someone who just likes to tinker with small stuff, it's a tool that actually works the way it's supposed to. If you're curious, the link's waiting for you below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. For most buyers, the real question is not whether AmScope SM-6TZ-54S-10M Digital Professional Trinocular Stereo Zoom sounds impressive on paper, but whether strengths like Digital Professional Stereo Microscope on articulating arm has and Trinocular viewing head with pair of 10x super widefield actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile after the first few days of excitement wear off. What stands out about AmScope SM-6TZ-54S-10M Digital Professional Trinocular Stereo Zoom is how it seems positioned for buyers who want something practical, easy to understand, and worthwhile beyond the first impression. It is also smart to think about long-term satisfaction. A product like AmScope SM-6TZ-54S-10M Digital Professional Trinocular Stereo Zoom usually feels like the better buy when it stays convenient, comfortable, and reliable in normal everyday use instead of only looking good in the listing.